welcome to my channel. If you're new, my name is Roshana, and if you're returning, thank you for tuning in. Today we'll be doing a get ready with me video. So if you're interested in how I do my makeup to get ready, please stay tuned. Okay, so let's get started. I just purchased the Urban Decay Rebound, the Collagen Infused Complexion Prep Priming Spray. So we're going to use that, but we're going to use two primers. We're going to use the Milk Hydro. I love that. But I wanted to try this and see, you know, collagen infused. You can't go wrong with that. So to keep my skin moisturized. Feels good. Smells, it's a light, fresh smell. So if you see me leaning down, I'm looking into my mirror. Okay, so let's let that dry. Okay, so let's go in with the Milk Hydro primer. I love this primer. I only have a small size because I was testing it out, but I really do love it. I have been using it for every time I do my makeup. Okay. It really kind of grips my makeup. It really does keep it from moving. Eyes first. Okay, so I have used this for years. It's the MAC Soft Ochre Prolong Paint, the paint pot. And so that's how I love to prep my eyes. Sometimes I do use concealer, but today we're going to use Old Faithful. I find that this really gives the eyeshadow a better payoff, color payoff when I use this. I used to see a lot of people using this back in the day when YouTube was kind of getting started, and that's when I started using it. It looks funny now, but you'll see it really allows for better color payoff. Okay, so I don't really know necessarily how I'm gonna do my eyes, but I'll be in between like 2 to 3 eyeshadow palettes. So this is the BH Cosmetics Beautiful in Barcelona. Yeah, Beautiful in Barcelona. These are beautiful colors, as you can see. Really, really, really pretty colors. And then Old Faithful Modern Renaissance by Anastasia Beverly Hills. Love this palette. As you can see, it's very used. And then also my Morphe 35 R palette. So let's see. Let's start off with the transition color in the Morphe palette. Okay, so I love this brush. This is a Morphe 504. I have like 4 of them because I really love it. And you can actually just use this to do your whole eyeshadow application. But let's do a transition color. The No Filter. That's my transition color. The color is called No Filter. And just blend, blend, blend. And you just blend. Blending is the key. Just blend, blend, blend. Like your life depended on it. Not really, but something like that. Such a good brush. very fluffy, but it really diffuses and blends out the makeup pretty good, well, really fast. Okay, so let's build it up with the Anastasia Beverly Hills, the Modern Renaissance. We're gonna go in with red ochre. Red ochre is a really pretty color, similar to what I've already blended in, just a little deeper. And so we're gonna start in the corner and kind of blend into the center. Keep building until you get the desired color. This Anastasia Beverly Hills palette was one of her best palettes that she's ever released. The Renaissance, oh my god. So good. The color payoff is amazing. Okay. So now, I love applying the lid, using my fingers to apply the lid color. So I'm going to use Treasure in that BH Cosmetic. Yeah, this is pretty. Really pretty. I just think for the shimmer eyeshadows, your finger is the best application. And then usually after I get the desired look, I go in again with my transition shade, just so it can be seamless. And I'm going in with No Filter from Morphe, just to make the transition a little seamless. So you don't need a lot of lid color or a lot of colors to get a really pretty eye, an eye look. Only a few shades, as you saw that was only 3 shades that I use, but you get a really pretty eye, a really pretty eye with it, with just 3 shades. Don't have to use a lot of shades. Okay, so I did my eyebrows off camera. I didn't think you guys wanted to see that because there's so many people that can do better eyebrows than I can, but I just try to get as even as possible, you know, sisters, not necessarily twins, but okay, so let's move on. So the next thing I will do is my concealer. And today I am going to use Shape Tape in Tan. Well, we'll use 2. I'm going to use the Tarte Shape Tape as well as the Twofaced. And I just try to take my highlighter in that imaginary line. It lifts your face. I have a very round face because I'm in the process of losing weight. I need to. I'm gonna go up the bridge, go here, just in the center, of course here, around my mouth, and here as well. So I'm going to use that, as well as the Too Faced Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer, and this is in Butterscotch. It's a little close to my skin, if not like a little darker. But I like to kind of tone down sometimes the highlight. Okay, and then I'm using my damp beauty blender. And I try to bring it as close to my nose as possible, but keeping it in this area. Now I kind of press a little bit to make sure it doesn't settle on the lines before I set it. And I use this Morphe E36 to set my concealer underneath my eyes. I'm going to use this Infallible Pro Matte in the shade 600 Golden Beige to set. Sometimes I use, well, it all depends. Sometimes I use the MAC Studio Fix, and I think C6, or I think it's C6 to set. But I love this one as a drugstore, but it's really good. It really blurs. Okay. So now let's go in with some foundation. And today I'll be using the Dior Backstage in the color 4W. I like to place it on the back of my hand to kind of warm it up. Sometimes I use the beauty blender. Well, I will use the beauty blender to really blend in, but I like to apply first with a brush. And this is a flat kabuki T01. It's by Lamora. I got it off of Amazon. It's a really good brush. I'll take a little bit of my Hourglass to kind of darken it up. I love the Hourglass, but sometimes I think I got it such a too dark of a color. But when I mix it with the lighter shade, it's like my perfect shade. Go in with a little bit of my Clinique Beyond Perfecting in a darker shade. It's Clover, and a lot of times I just use this a little bit to contour my face. little bit more. I don't really have a big forehead, so I have like a a 3-finger forehead, so I try not to contour too much up there because then it makes my forehead appear too short. Sorry. And I'll go back if I get it too high up on my cheek. I'll go back with my concealer, the part that I use the concealer on. And I always bring it behind my ear and come down. A bit more of the concealer in, just to lighten that area up. Like I said, don't want to bring my head down too low. I like to contour my nose with a powder, not necessarily a liquid contour. Okay. Sometimes I also like to go back in with the powder to sharpen that contour, but I do it with the sponge that it comes with, the Infallible comes with, just to sharpen it so it doesn't come down too far. Okay, now I'm gonna set the contour. Set the contour with the Fenty Carmel Cutie Sunstalker. This is the bronzer, Fenty's bronzer. I do want to try the Fenty cream bronzer. Okay, and then I will be using, this is Moda Pro BMX 130 is a pointed blush. Sorry, pointed blush. I just, in a very light circular motion, just to diffuse it, really bronze my skin out. Make you look like you've been sitting in the sun, although you haven't, because here in California we still are restricted, so don't get much sun. And I'm also in the medical field, so I'm always working, especially due to this virus. Okay, and then I'll use this Morphe M513 to contour my nose. So I'm gonna finish up my eyes now. I'm gonna use the red ochre with the little pencil brush, the Morphe E36. Now I'm gonna put on my eyelashes. This is something that I've been working on. That's part of my cosmetic line. It's Capricorn Cosmetics, and we haven't launched quite yet, but this is a 2-in-1 eyeliner plus lash adhesive. This will change the way you apply your eyelash. This is a liner and glue all together, so no dripping, fast drying, no mess. It's so easy to apply. You just place it on like you're gonna do your eyeliner. So easy. You can even wing it out. You don't even have to use a tweezer. It's so easy. These are also lashes that we have in the line, in the cosmetic line, sorry. So easy. Such an easy application. See how fast, no mess. I'm going to, forgot to do my mascara first. I like to apply mascara first, but I'll do this side afterwards. But this is the Voluminous Carbon Black by L'Oreal. Been using this for umpteen years. I love it. It is so cheap, but so good. I love this stuff. And like I said, so cheap. Okay, so now I will apply the liner. So easy, so black. We also have clear. So if you don't want a liner, this is waterproof as well. And like I said, I don't even use the tweezers to apply. So easy. So easy. Let's move on to some blush. I think, yeah, this is pretty. This would be pretty with eyeshadow. Black Radiance, and this is in the color Warm Berry. Really pretty color. Very pigmented. I love the Black Radiance blushes. It's the Tresian Color Baked Blush. Love it. But it's very pigmented, so. A little goes a long way. I like to go back over it with the brush that I used. My powder bronzer with, just to make it seamless. I just bought a new Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray because I ran out. Okay, I'm gonna go get dressed and I'll be okay. I need to place some mascara on my bottom lash. I forgot. So for my lips, I'm going to use the Cork lip liner by MAC. This is like my go-to brown lip liner. I love it. And then I am going to use the Rare Beauty Soft Matte. And this is in the color Brave. I love this color. It's such a pretty color. This is such a great formula. It is so, it's non-drying to your lips. It's so soft. So smooth. I just love it. Okay, so my look is complete. Thank you so much for being with me while I get ready. Just remember, you were enough yesterday, you were enough today, and you will always be enough. Thank you.